don't know what mentorship means to you. It means something probably different to me. What do you think mentorship means?
Well, I love this subject because I think I've always said that one of the biggest mistakes in my career was I never had a mentor. And so a mentor to me was someone that was successful in business, that had a heart of giving and wanted to share their success and their wisdom to someone younger than they are.
I think that's good. I think that's good. It's so sad that you didn't have one, but somehow you still succeeded. But we're going to help give you a jump pass here as we talk about the importance of networking mentorship, right?
Great topic.
So welcome to Network Today, where we take you from meeting people to
making money
faster. We're here to take you through the spectrum, and this is a pretty great way to not only learn for yourself if you're going to be a mentor, but to help grow up the next generation, to create a legacy of great professionals by mentoring.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm in the fourth quarter of my career. This is a great opportunity for me to give back to the younger generation, and I am having so much fun right now. And that's why when I saw that you had chosen this subject, I went, "Oh wow, this is so awesome," because it's so important. And one of the really great books in Rob's library is Monday Morning Mentoring by David Cottrell.
Oh, yeah.
Who you just got introduced to last week.
I'm so thrilled that he accepted my invitation on LinkedIn. Thank you, David.
And, it's a great book. And then I've got about 5 books on mentorship. But for me, I'm having so much fun. And I don't have anyone formal. Like, I don't have that one-on-one relationship, but it's just in general where you can sit down, you're having coffee with somebody and you're giving them advice. But I really would really like to have someone where I can have that one-on-one mentorship relationship.
Yes, I think it's so important, and I'm trying to think back if I had a mentor. I think I had many mentors, okay. Right? So the radio, I had a great mentor and a manager when I first got started in radio. But you know how you just keep like splintering off into different jobs and different factions? And in my case, I'd go to a different radio station, a different company. And so you have a whole new set of people that you're with.
Right.
So how does would a mentor typically be with you throughout all of those transitions?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I mean, I really do think that it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be industry specific, and they should be able to. If you have that relationship, they should want to follow you as your career grows, and you kind of climb the corporate ladder, or you do have the opportunity to change jobs. But that relationship is there, strong.
And it feels sometimes to me like maybe it's a little one-sided, but I think everybody's better for it. Right. If it's a true, great, well done mentorship situation.
Absolutely. Anytime I am talking to young people or whatever like that, and it concludes, they come up to you and say, "Oh, thank you very much. I really learned a lot from you." But when I walk away, I kind of go, "Wow, I really learned a lot."
Yeah.
From that experience myself. And so that is really the reward there is just not, you are getting that reward of helping somebody, but it's coming right back to you.
Yeah.
I love it.
It is. It's very reciprocal. So here's a great article from Forbes from May 19th, 2024, nice and current. And these are the top 10 ways that people benefit from mentorship. And I think it's a really great article because it talks about mentorship in general, not specific to networking, but I think they do touch on this. So guidance, number 1 is guidance and advice. Mm-hmm. I think that goes without saying. Skill development and goal setting. And I think I'm missing a few here. Let me see what happened. Oh, number 3, because that's what I thought. Number 3 is networking. And I can go back through the rest of the 5 through 10 here in just a sec, but I was really fascinated by the fact that they put networking as number 3 on mentorship because we're working with the colleges and universities and the high schools in some of these cases. And it occurred to me that these young people don't have a network of go-tos when they get into the professional world.
Right.
So if we're not, if there's not somebody giving back into that, those people who are still in their education phase of their life, man, they don't have the advantage when they get out.
No, absolutely. I mean, I think that's why. I mean, that's why I love what we're doing of showing the college kids the importance of networking and why they need to begin right at college. Because again, once they leave college and step out into the big old cruel world out there, you need help.
Yeah.
And I think especially today.
Yeah, you need help. And under that specific number 3 about networking, it says Forbes has an article on how to start a conversation with a stranger. And that's the whole crux of what we've been talking to the university students about, because that's really what it boils down to. So mentorship can help bridge the gap, kind of grease the wheel, as it were, for those who just don't know how to have a conversation or are afraid to. Maybe they know what they want to say, but it's daunting.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. That was absolutely brilliant. You putting together that kind of that module of starting conversations, because again, it's critical.
Yeah. Well, it's a really basic component, but it is what it's all about. If we can't learn to have a conversation, to listen, to respond appropriately, to ask good questions.
Well, in the interviewing process, we hire interns and just graduated marketing students. Probably the number one thing that I look at in the interviewing process is how they converse during the interview.
Wow, that's good.
That's number one.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Do you talk to other business owners about hiring interns like you do?
You know what? Just a few, but yeah, I have really not kind of explored that with other business
Wouldn't
owners.
that be a good mentorship, that you could mentor other business owners on
that's
how to mentor other?
No, that's a great one, because I'm probably this is probably my 5th year of having interns, and I love it, because again, I love teaching, but again, they are such an asset to the business. They even they're young, they're inexperienced, but to see them grow up in that time they're with me, it's incredible. And what they give back is, that's what I'm saying, Cheryl. When you say this younger generation doesn't have a whole lot going for it, I just totally so disagree with that, because I've been so lucky to have young people that are just go-getters and have made major contributions to the company.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, and my article keeps going blank on me, so that's why I was trying to get back to those other 5 through 10. But oh well. Sorry, Forbes. Maybe you're trying to make me buy something. I don't know. But I'll tell you. Has anybody ever approached you to be a mentor, like directly?
No, they have not. No.
I have had somebody approach me, and I didn't even know what the word meant, I don't think, at that time. And so they were like, and they were a friend. I considered them a friend. Actually, I think we did business together. And so mostly friends, some business. And then they said, hey, let's go, grab a glass of wine. And so we're just sitting down. And they're like, would you be a mentor for me? And I'm like, woo, I can't even imagine what the look on my face was. Like, what? Oh my God. Like, I think I felt honored, but I didn't know I should feel honored because I didn't know what it was. And I really felt kind of like a fish out of water. So with that saying, now that I look back on it, I mean, really, what an honor to be asked, even if I wasn't prepared for it.
Absolutely.
But the other side is, if you're going to ask somebody to be a mentor, kind of cushion the blow a little, maybe. Because I probably would have, I think I really failed at it because I didn't know what I was like, okay, yeah, sure. And I was like, oh, we'll just check in every once in a while and I'll just ask what's going on.
Right.
But I do think there's more to that. And that's, making sure that there's an accountability system.
Yeah, that's what David talks about in his book, where again, he was a very, very, successful businessman. He's retired. This young man goes and sees him because he got referred to him. But when they, at that initial meeting, the mentors set the ground rules. Said that, we will do this every Monday. It'll be at, 8 a.m. Don't be late.
That's good.
So he set, and then he always gave an assignment. At the close of the session, he gave an assignment that he had to work on during the week for the next meeting, and then that's how the next meeting started out with tell me about your assignment. So there was rules otherwise, and he was upfront by saying, if you can't follow these, then I won't be able to spend any time with you.
I think we should have, I'm looking forward to 2025 for Connect Fest 2025, and I think we should have a mentorship session
I
where
love
we
it.
train people how to mentor.
I love that.
And then we can help assign mentees because we have students come to that morning session. I think we just figured out, because this is so important.
And that will fit into the, into what you're doing with the universities and colleges, of then talking to them of how we want to help bring mentors into the student body at the universities.
Yes.
So here we go.
I love it.
Brilliant.
I love it. And I'm going to have to read that book.
Yes.
Because I'm so excited that I'm connected with David. So here, Forbes finally came back up. So number 5 was a mentor should provide feedback.
Okay.
I don't think I did a good job of that. I was just like, yes, yes. I was a good listener because I didn't know what else to do.
Right.
Industry insights. So where do you as a mentor, and you're going to mentor, so you're the mentor mentoring a mentee. I don't even know how all that works. But
Well,
anyway.
I've got the perfect book to help you.
Okay.
And it is one of the all-star cast that you're putting together for Writer's Block Symposium is Lee Colin has written a book called The Power of Positive Coaching, which you could then address that to your mentor program. And his program is awesome, Cheryl. And that would be like the number one book that I would recommend for someone who, like for you and I, we kind of want to get into it, but, don't know much about it. I think I've got an extra copy that I'm going to share with you.
All right. I am just one of Lee's biggest fans in such a short time of knowing him. What a delight. So number 6, so this industry insights, I do think that that's important, but where do you draw the line as a mentor and being kind of heavy-handed with, well, I know this and you know that, and making the mentee feel like, they're just like browbeating me with all their headspace stuff.
Well, that's going to be on page 97
Oh, is it?
of Lee's book. So,
97?
I'm going to let you read page 97.
Okay. We'll address that one later. Number 7 in Forbes' list is problem solving. I think that's a really good one. As a matter of fact, though, I have to say that I've been uber impressed with the college students and even the high school students at their problem-solving abilities.
Yes.
At least the ones that we've been introduced to. Now, maybe there's probably a whole sector that they aren't, but man, educators, we applaud you. Yay for helping them be problem solvers.
Yeah, that was really great, that program that we attended, Tom Allen, where he did that program with UTD, and those students were putting together marketing plans and doing problem solving. That was pretty impressive.
Yes, that was for sure. Number 8 on Forbes' list, confidence building. I do think that that's really important. I love the confidence building component because without that, I mean, what do you have if you don't have? All right, so it went blank on me again. Forbes, shame on you. You can't do better than this. So I don't know what 9 or 10 are. If you had 9 or 10, what else would you add to this list?
I think one more thing on my list would just be there with a kind heart, because the struggles that people are. So you have to have a kind heart where you can feel the empathy of them making wrong decisions and not knowing the answers and all that kind of stuff. I think we have to open our hearts, have a kind heart. They're struggling.
Yeah, and you have a kind heart, so that's pretty normal for you, I think. An everyday, not me. Not me.
Oh, come on, Cheryl. You keep saying that. You are a sweetie pie.
Ask husband. So, but I do think the asking about life stuff, so being empathic, and so they really address a lot of the professional points here, but the life stuff's important too.
It is, yeah.
It bleeds into, it's part of the baggage we take into our professional life.
Yeah.
So if you can't help address some of that, you don't want them burying it.
Right.
And then you kind of like, hey, why are you struggling here? When it's something that you could have addressed, or at least, been there for them.
Absolutely.
During that time. So I like mentoring, and I like the fact that this is the third time, I think, in our podcast that we've talked about having a
Yeah.
mentor program.
Yeah.
So-
No, I'm loving the idea.
All right.
I
Who's
can't
going to
wait.
keep us accountable? Who's going to do it? Who's going to step up and say, Cheryl, Rob, I want to lead the mentoring charge?
Yeah, there you go.
I think we need a captain.
Yes.
A mentorship captain. So this was Network Today, where we take you from meeting people to.
Making money.
All right, and I'm going to cheer for you.
Yes.
This was good, and I think we have some action items already built in, right?
Absolutely.
All right.
Have a great week.
You as well. See you next week.